sports. It's in the game.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and now it's second down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a toss left for Pacheco. Down to the 42, second down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Looking to throw. Black. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Black. And that is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 3.
Keep it up. 19. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Gilmore. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun, Gilmore. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Back to throw. Gilmore. Looking to strike for Woods, and it's intercepted. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 2. Off the play fake. Black. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gilmore. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Chargers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey.
Back to throw. Gilmore. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That's complete to Turner. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on second down, Black. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty.
Quit cheating out there!
It's going our way, baby!
Ready up!
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Mustang 19! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Check! Cup 19! Cup 19!
Let's go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They go play action here on first down. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Tucker's kick is good. So when you factor in the safety, that's now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Isabella now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things already were problematic for them. Then you add in the safety, followed by the field goal. Yes, all things considered, not the worst possible outcome, but they've got work to do here as they come up 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
On first down, Black. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw on second down. Black over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. David Njoku. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Get out of here with a win, oh! Keep the ball.
They'll go again with Dobbins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Off play action. Gilmore. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Gilmore flushed out right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. but he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Gilmore. He's going to take another shot here. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off-play action. Black. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. Black. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker now to on the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Isabella now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Black. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch it.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from them pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Operating from the gun. Gilmore. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. this pass into the hands of Turner. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now they'll shift things around. To throw on second down. Gilmore escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. Touchdown! Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
18, Pioneer.
Off the play fake, Gilmore. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Gilmore. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a run.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and 2. Black. Left side caught by Diggs. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
60 Bison. 60 Warriors. 17.
Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. He's got Turner. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as he just added on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Isabella now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Black. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Trap 50. Trap 60. 79 Broncos.
On 1st and 10, Black. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Off play action. Black. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. George Karlaftis, his second sack of the night.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Go! Hey, check that. Street. Go, street.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Chargers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.